the idea is to create a training environment which would suit every horse. If you tick those boxes, you've got a chance.
Join us from Parkhouse Stables, a yard with tons of racing history, as we catch up with trainer Andrew Balding ahead of this year's Boodles May Festival.
It's a great team game, this. It's from the staff, myself, the owners of these horses, and the jockeys who might be riding them. I think everybody at this time of the year particularly has a great sort of sense of anticipation, and it's felt by all of us. Today was more a routine exercise just to check they're moving well. There are no issues, the riders are happy. In this weather it's lovely because you really get to see the horses well. We've spent most of the winter getting cold and wet and trying to get them in as quickly as we can. I think we're very strong with the older horses, which is key to having a good season. If you get 4 or 5 genuine group horses in the older horse department, it really helps. And I think we've got that, particularly Kalpana and Cedar Fire and Flora Bermuda and a few others, Bellum Justin, the Foxes. I mean, really smart horses. So that gives you a sort of a core team to go for those big races. Our horses tend to handle Chester, and with the odd exception, it is quite a unique track. The races are usually run at a good gallop. We like having winners there, so you then always have it in your mind of that race at Chester in 3 weeks' time would be an ideal spot for him. So I think that's part of it. My staff love going up there, obviously, not just because the racecourse is lovely, but I think they have fun in the evenings as well. Chester's obviously an important meeting for us, particularly the May meeting, but we've always enjoyed our winners at Chester, not just because of the big bottle of champagne we get, but we've always enjoyed having runners at Chester and having success there. So the May meeting is important. When I started training, you said I'd have 100 winners at Chester, I'd be very happy. So here's to the next 100. Always wanted to win a Chester Cup. When I was assistant to Linda Ramsden, I used to ride Topseas every day, and I remember taking him to Chester and exercising him on the track in the morning of the race. And in those days, the stables were the other side of basically in the town, and you had to stop the traffic and walk through under the bridge. And I'll never forget him winning the Chester Cup, and we'd all made a few quid. And from that point on, really, Chester became an important place for me, and the Chester Cup an important race. And Montali, unfortunately, didn't go that day.
Where's Andrew today? Do you know, he was on the way to Chelmsford. I
was driving to Chelmsford, and I remember listening to it, the commentary, and the race kept cutting out because I was going through bad service. And anyway, he got up and won, and it was a great feeling to have won a Chester Cup.
Murphy punches the air with on the inside the mare, you're kidding, and those two came past.
We nearly did it again, actually, with Coltrane was just touched off in it. And it's one of those races, it's just nice to have a runner in, and it'd be lovely to win it again if we can. We'll probably have about 6 or 7 entered in that. And I'm hoping very much, Who's Glen looks a very obvious type. He ran well in the Queen's Prize. He's won at Chester, and he looks a very obvious one for the Chester Cup if he got in it, and he's not guaranteed to. I think you can cause yourself big complications by trying to make them jump quicker out the stalls. Once they know what they're doing, they're either good at it or they aren't. The horse that jumps and travels, obviously to have the ability to go close. So if you tick those boxes, you've got a chance. The idea is to create a training environment which would suit every horse, whether you're training sprinters, stayers, or anything in between, which I think we've managed to achieve. And I think that's a big bonus of Kingsclear, is to be able to have the facilities to develop the best in any horse, regardless of what their optimum distance might be, and age for that matter.